Hey Taurus, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Adrian H of AHN Great Life. Now, this week's reading is very unique. It's something a little bit different, but I think it's quite interesting. Okay, so for those of you that follow my channel, last week you looked at what is sort of the investment that you make into your current energy. Now, this week is what do you want other people to know? So all those for all your crosswatchers that always want to know about Taurus, what's happening, what are they doing, what's going down in their lives. This is a good one for you to watch because this is where Taurus is at. This is what they want you to know. So if you are tripping on a Taurus, or maybe you've lost your heart a little bit to them, and they're such beautiful people, these beautiful earth signs, what they sort of want you to know. Taurus doesn't like too much miscommunication. They sort of like you to have an idea of what's going on. So also, Taurus, I want to let you know, even though your readings come out on a Thursday, I'm recording yours first this week. So I'm putting you number one. Okay, all right. So if it's your first time to the channel, welcome. You're more than welcome to subscribe. I'm going to start drawing some cards while I speak to you. So you're more than welcome to subscribe, hit that notification bell. There's a reading coming out every week. You're also more than welcome to follow me on Facebook and on Instagram. I like doing all my motivations there and helping you to unlock your greatest potential of life. All right. Now, I've had a lot of readings. A lot. Real personal readings, because I put them on special for $12 for a 30 minutes downloadable reading. I will still keep the special on for this week, but what I'm going to do is I am going to launch or I'm in the process of launching an account on Patreon where I'll keep it low. You'll pay like $5 for a month, and then I'm going to have some extended. So instead of ordering a updated reading and then having to wait for it and I send it to you, I'm going to get you some extendeds there as well. And so that basically works out to, in a month, $1.25 per extended. So very good deal. All right. I'll let you all know as soon as that is ready. It'll either be next week or the week after. Okay. I need to get through this pile of personal readings first before I can do that. Okay, so let's see what's happening. Okay, let's see what's happening. We're only going to very briefly look at what is the energy that brought you here, because we're about going forward. We're about looking forward. We're about seeing where the future's taking us all. So that is really the vibe. And Taurus, if you want to be sneaky, this is quite a good idea that if you want to, maybe there's somebody that you like and you want them to know who you are, you can always just go ahead and, maybe share the reading on your own channel, WhatsApp, Facebook, wherever, where they're going to see it. Sometimes we got to work for the love that we want. Okay, so this, my beautiful people, is what Taurus wants you to know. And Taurus, your comments are absolutely, absolutely welcome in this regard. Okay. So Taurus, let's start there with the crystal energy for you. This is the Lovers Soul Connection Crystal. Okay. Taurus isn't in the mood to play games. You're not in the mood to play games. You're either in it or you're not in it. Okay, you're in it to win it, or you're not in it. So I see there in the past, for example, there's the Strength card and the Eight of Cups. So you, Taurus, you needed to do like quite a lot of inner soul searching. Had to look at things that weren't working. Had to sort of do that whole blank slate type of thing. So it was a bit of a period for you. It was a bit of a challenge for you. Many of you have gone through difficult periods here. So Taurus wants you to know that they've gone through some challenges. They've gone through some personal challenges. They've gone through some difficulties, and they had to do some inner soul searching. They had to establish what isn't working, what they needed to change about themselves, and they're ready to move forward now. They're ready for something serious, because look at this. This is the, I don't always show you the cards, but this time I feel like showing it to you. So they did it inner work. You know, there might be some sound in the background, guys, and if there is, I apologize for that. And so they stepped away from those things that were not working. Those things within themselves, those circumstances, those situations, those people, those relationships, they stepped away from that, and leapfrog things have been done here. So they in that period now where they are, you know, they are ready to kind of come together. They're ready to have something solid now. They don't feel like playing around anymore. And it doesn't mean that, don't get scared, okay? It doesn't mean that if you go for a coffee with a Taurus that, you know, by going for the coffee by default, you know, it's bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum bum ba bum bum ba bum. No, not the vibe, okay? But there is though, and I'm going to let you know this. I'm going to let you know this. If you are interested in Taurus, and if they leave comments, I'm telling you they're going to confirm this. If you are interested in Taurus at the moment, they have got a little bit of a thing in the forefront of their mind, like, am I wasting my time with this person or not? Is this person worth, you know, like the value of my time? Are they serious, or do they just want to mess around? Because Taurus has done a lot of inner soul work, a lot of healing, a lot of you know, painful decisions have been made. So they're good where they are at the moment. You know, they may not be exactly where they want to be, but they're good. So if you're going to come into the picture, you have to contribute. You know, you have to come in. This is not a 50-50 deal. They're coming with 100, you need to come with 100. Okay, this is a 200 vibe. So if you're there, fantastic. If you're not there, you may want to think about this, because remember, even though they may be open to you, even though they may, you know, agree to having a coffee with you, or even a virtual date where, you know, you're like on Zoom or Skype or whatever, and each have a cup of coffee, which I think is so cute, they're sussing you out. Right? They're sussing you out. They're most likely checking your social media and stuff like that. And if you've been having a little bit of a connection with a Taurus and you thought something is there, and suddenly you see that they shared, you know, this tarot reading about what Taurus wants, they want you to know about it. Okay, they want you to pay attention. Okay, these people give all of themselves. They give all of their heart, all of their energy, all of their beauty. But when we give so much, you know, obviously it leaves us in a position where you can be very hurt, okay? And they don't want to be hurt. So if you've got intentions on playing with them, I would refrain from that. Yeah, you see? Check this. So I'm going to show you this. So this is where they're at. They're coming together. They want things to work out. They want this coming together, and I feel that many of you are in a position, I'm talking about the Tauruses now, many of them are in a position where they kind of met someone, they saw someone, or they've got their eye on someone, but they are sort of putting you on the scale. They're sort of weighing you up, you know, and they've got some concerns there about whether you're going to measure up or not, because they don't feel like going through the difficulty and the inconvenience and the heartbreak of having to walk away from yet another situation. That was hurtful enough. Don't want to do that again, okay? Not to be repeated. So, because look at what is next to that, you know, that Nine of Swords that I just showed you. There's the Star in reverse and there's the Temperance card in reverse. So Taurus wants love. They want love. Okay? They may be feeling a little bit disconnected from the flow at the moment. Maybe very super cautious at the moment. Which Taurus, if you look at this, remember you need to kind of open your heart. You know, you need to give somebody that honest chance. You're careful. You're very careful. I feel that Taurus is on that vibe where they would rather go like, you know, if it means that I have to be on my own, then I'm rather going to be on my own, okay? But I'm not going to put my heart out there. I'm not going to give anybody a chance, and then they break my heart again. They don't want to repeat a certain pattern that happened. If for those of you that are Taurus that have been watching my videos, Taurus has gone through a difficult period. They've gone through a difficult transformation. Things were not looking too bright for them at the moment. It's like the sun was bright and they were wearing sunglasses, but those sunglasses were very scratchy and very like bodgy, so they couldn't really see too well either, so they were a little like, you know, it's like, what's going on? So they're not interested in doing that. Not in their personal life, not with friends, not with jobs, not with living accommodations, none of the things. They're done with it. They done. Okay? But the beautiful thing is their hearts are not closed off to, to something beautiful going forward. They're not closed off to it. Okay? They're willing to compromise, but they want you to show that you are interested in them in an actual, honest and decent sort of way. So we know where the past was. We're not going to go back to the past. We've dealt with the past now. We're looking forward. We're focusing forward. Okay? Life's about focusing forward. All right. So we're going to look at that Two of Cups there. Look at this. Okay. Something for you to know that some of Taurus, they are actually busy going through a very, very, very powerful and a very painful stage at the moment. Not all of them, but many of them are. Okay, they have separated from this other person. They're separated from this other situation. They're separated from the life circumstances. So this is not only love. This is life. This is life. Okay. It's taken a lot for them. What's flying here past me? It's taken a lot for them to get to where they are. All right. So if you are here to contribute and you're on board, cool jazz. If you're not on board, if you're not going to contribute, if you're just here for the trip and the ride and the fun and the bells, I would not recommend this for you. Okay, I would not recommend this for you. Look at what we got. Look at, oh my goodness. All right, so current situation, many cards, clarifying this whole situation going forward, and obviously focusing on those Two of Cups that are coming together. So they're sussing you out, and they're willing to step away from their previous situation, and they're willing to let you take that slot. They're opening that slot for you. All right? They are opening that slot for you. But they are still kind of weighing as to whether you are worthy of filling that slot or not. So just because it's opening, don't get cocky about it. Okay? Remember, Taurus they're beautiful, beautiful people. They've got beautiful, beautiful hearts. But this is what they're interested in. Okay? A beautiful, pure, honest connection. If you're here just to use them, if I were you, I would rather be straight about things, and I would say, you know what, they will let you probably go with peace. Okay? Or at least they're going to let you go with more peace, and if they find out afterwards that you were a bit sneaky about stuff, you don't want to be in those shoes. Not with a Taurus. Okay? And I feel that they are, these other clarifiers now, they sort of, you're gaining points there. You're gaining brownie points. You're falling sort of, you're slotting into favor. They're thinking of doing a new start with you, a new beginning of you. They're thinking of completely stepping away from their previous situation with you. All right? As I said, the slot is open. They know what they want. They're not interested in lies. So they would rather go with things on their own, as opposed to being subject to something that, obviously doesn't work out, that hurts them again, that puts them back to where they were before. So I feel it's a very real sort of fear, worry, discomfort, concern at the moment that, there's a previous situation that they don't want to repeat. They don't want to repeat it. Okay? So be nice. Be nice. Okay? Right, let's see what's happening going forward. So let's clarify that Six of Swords. Okay. They're willing. Listen, you need to know this. If Taurus is willing to compromise for you, which they currently are, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. Taurus likes to get things the way they like. They're not, they're lovely people, but they're not all that flexible. They like things the way they like them. Remember, Taurus is an earth sign. And just imagine a pine tree. So a pine tree grows in a certain way. Okay? And yes, maybe there's some wind, or maybe there's some pressure or whatever, or flood or whatever, but it's just because a pine tree maybe gets uprooted and sort of going a different way, 2 years down the line, it's not going to start looking like an acorn tree. Okay? It's not going to look like a pine tree, one way or the other. All right? So Taurus is an earth sign. They kind of set in their ways. All right? And their ways are beautiful. Their ways are unique. There's no need to change those ways. So if they are looking at you and they are considering tweaking their ways for you, that is a very privileged position to be in with a Taurus. Very. You don't want to mess that up. Okay? This reading actually kind of makes me wish that I was doing my extendeds on Patreon already, but you know, good things take time. Good things take time. Good things take time. But as I said, I put you number one. I put you number one. I was a little bit concerned about you guys. I was a little bit concerned about my Tauruses. Okay? Because things were funky there. Things were funky there. So we're looking at that Six of Swords going forward. We're focusing forward. You know, I'm all about going forward. Let's go forward. Let's see why. But let's obviously go forward in a way that everybody benefits best. So, Queen of Cups, King of Swords, Page of Wands. So, they're falling for you. It's good news, right? They're falling for you. Alright? Or they've fallen for you. And they can see a future with you. And it's sort of, it makes them a little jumpy. Because, you know, when Taurus falls in love, they are in love. it's a thing. Okay? Or they want you to know that when they fall for you, they want you to know that, because I see things developing here, it's a thing. You know, that it's not a mellow deal. And I want you to understand that sometimes, when they, you know, when they may be a little bit trippy or they're a little bit jumpy or, you know, they go a little bit crazy and, you know, they go all Taurus on you, I want you to understand that they've come through a lot of difficulty. They've come through a lot of hurt. They've come through a lot of pain. I want you to understand that the Taurus they're doing their best. And they're doing their best because they want to include you in their lives. They want you to form an imperative part of their lives. You know, they want you to be an equal measure, an equal balance, okay? Because they saw that in you. They're seeing that in you, okay? So I want you to know that they are trying. And here's a tip. When they go all ba, which doesn't easily happen, but if it happens, respect them. Let them unload their emotions, okay? Afterwards, you can talk about it nicely. Just because they're going crazy doesn't mean they want to be without you. They may even say, I wish I can be without you, you know, I'm just going to leave you, you know. Screw you. They don't always mean it, okay? They're beautiful, sensitive beings, and they're easily hurt. But they're getting over it, and they're getting over it with you. That's a big deal. That's a big deal, my peeps. Okay? Right. Empress, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. You see? They may be taking their time in considering things. But they're considering taking this chance on you. And it's scary. It's scary, but they're doing it. Okay? It's scary, but they're doing it. So let's look at this Ace of Cups, because if you play your cards right, things can work out well here for you, because they see a good future with you. Alright? My Taurus, you'll let me know. They see a good future, they see a good probability with you. Okay? And sometimes they can go into a bit of that Virgo space. Oh, I love my Virgos. They can sometimes, you know, Taurus goes in a bit of that Virgo space. They will be like, you know, let's change this, and can we move that, and can we do that, and can we do that? And it may sound like they're nagging, but what it is they're seeing the potential in you. They're seeing the potential in you. Alright? And they want you to shine. Not for them, for you. Okay? The Two of Wands, Page of Cups, 10 of Wands. See? They're focusing on a future with you. They're seeing that potential. They're working on the pain that they might have inside of them, the worries, the concerns, the fears, the uncertainties inside of them. They're working on letting those things go so that they can be available fully, honestly, and fairly for you. Look at the card at the bottom of the deck, the Lovers. Hey? The Lovers and the Lovers. Maybe some Gemini energy here. Okay? Or maybe you're not the sort of person they would, ordinarily go for. And so they need to get ready for that kind of stuff. So be cool. Okay? Be cool. Alright. So that's what I got for you. That's what Taurus wants you to know. Alright? Be open, be honest. You're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel if you want. Press that notification bell so you know when the readings are coming out every week. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. Remember, I'm still running the special of $12 for a 30 minutes downloadable reading. But I'm working on setting up my Patreon so I can get you your extendeds every week, at a very super good rate that's even cheaper than a personal reading. So, namaste, my beauties. I will check you next week.